Well, could have been a lot worse than that. Suicide Squad is the latest movie in the DC Cinematic Universe, and it is directed by David Ayers, who has previously written the movie Training Day and Fury, and directed the movie Sabotage, which is the latest Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and it's pretty bad. So, in my opinion, when it comes to this director, it's a mixed bag, so some is good and some is bad. It also has an all-star cast with Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Viola Davis, Jared Leto as the Joker, Jai Courtney, Joel Kinnaman, I think that's how you say his name. And also it has a small short appearance by the Dark Knight himself, but it's like the perfect appearance in my opinion. When it comes to the story, it's pretty simple. So Viola Davis's character assemble a team of supervillains that are all in prison to go to this abandoned city to stop this entity from using super lightning, if you will, to destroy the whole world and take over the universe. So that's a pretty basic and unoriginal idea in my opinion. We've seen it before, and it's one of many problems in this movie, I think. I was really excited to see this movie because of the promotional material that they gave us. The trailers were fantastic, probably one of the best trailers I've ever seen. Not only because the music was great, but because the way the trailer was made, it fit perfectly with the beat of the song, and it was funny, and I was excited to see those movies, to see what they would do, how original they would be. And that's why I was so disappointed. It wasn't original, it was just the same old, same old. So, in my opinion, this movie is like 50-50. Some is good and some is bad. So, I want to start with the positive first. The team is brilliant, especially Will Smith and Margot Robbie. Will Smith as Deadshot is the perfect casting because it feels like he's back to being that action hero, that kind of a bit of cheese in itself with the one-liners, a bit quippy. So he's really funny, he's got great action sequences, but at the same time, what you don't see in the 90s action movies, but you see in this movie, is you have an emotional connection with this character. And that's what's lacking with other members of the team, is that with Will Smith's character, you do have an emotional connection. Now, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was brilliant. She was the best. She was two things that you need to be when you're Harley Quinn. She was funny and she was insane. Insane. And that's why I loved her as the character. I think she has great chemistry with Will Smith, and that's what you need in this movie. I wish we had more Jai Courtney, which is not something I thought I would say, because usually you want less of him, but in this case he was great as Captain Boomerang, and I wanted to see more of his character because he was really funny. But unfortunately, there were too many characters, I think, in this movie to focus, and so it just I wanted to know more, and that was one of the small problems. But once again, I still enjoy the team. And as for the design of the characters, the costumes, they were great. Every character it felt like them from the comics. Yes, they were tweaked. And as for like Killer Crocs and Captain Boomerangs, I say thank God for that. Now, for the negative part of it, it's the story. The story. That was a big issue. I don't think it was, yeah, the editing was choppy, which means that it was hard to understand the story at times. It made it convoluted and a bit boring and hard to follow. But that wasn't the biggest issue in it. I think the biggest problem was the fact that It was unoriginal. This is the most original team you have. This is something only DC has. Marvel doesn't have a team like that. So why would you do something and copy the same plot as the Avengers with lighting from the sky? And if you see the movie, you understand exactly why I say it's pretty much a copy of the Avengers. The only thing I really enjoyed with the story was the relationship between Harley Quinn and the Joker, because we got to see their relationship on screen in live action for the first time, and that was fantastic. I mean, really fantastic. They have this chemistry, this healthy relationship. Yeah, it's watered down because it's PG-13. Yeah, I understand that. But it was great to see it on screen for the first time. And it was well done, or as well done as it could have been for a PG-13 movie. So all in all, I was disappointed with this movie because it lacked originality, but I wouldn't say it's a bad movie itself. It's not the worst. It's just I expected more. I wanted more from this movie. But other than that, I had fun with this movie. It's entertaining to a point. I wouldn't say it's the worst. It doesn't deserve the 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. I wouldn't say that. It's really not the worst, but it's really not the best either. So I would give Suicide Squad a C+. Well, thanks you guys for watching, and comment below.